Today's video is sponsored by 1440.
So about 2 months ago, I hid some trail cameras. You see, our farm here in Vermont is about 160 acres of land. It's mostly forest, and I'm always fascinated with the wildlife that's around here. And so today what I'm gonna go do is go around and pick up all the trail cameras and check out the footage and share it with you guys. So let's go. Speaking of wildlife, would you look at all the bugs here on the ATV? All right, let's see. I hid my first camera somewhere around here. There it is. Oh boy, let's see what we got. Now I'm actually not gonna take this camera down. I'm just gonna simply take the SD card and I'm gonna replace it with a fresh card. There we go. I'm really super curious to see what's gonna be on this card, but on to the next location. Let's go. Okay, according to my map, the trail camera straight ahead through this part of the forest. I'm just gonna bash my way through it. Quick check of the map here, make sure I'm still on track. Still that way. There it is. I think it's in that meadow right over here. There it is. You can see here, this little meadow, it's like a marsh practically. As I step down here, I don't know if you can hear that on the camera, it's like squishing every step I take. I actually want to move this camera to a different location, and so in order to do that, I'm gonna need to take it down. Let's get back to the ATV. Incredible how thick the vegetation has got at this point. You know, it was so easy to walk out here when I first put these cameras out, but now got thorns and raspberries and all sorts of prickers and I think some poison ivy over there. Definitely gets harder as the vegetation grows. You know, our growing season here in Vermont is short but intense. And where did I put that camera? I think it's right around here somewhere. Oh, there it is. I think I'm gonna grab this one as well. Look at that. Got all sorts of ants and wee beasties living inside my camera now. Get out of there, guys. It's so hard to do one-handed. There's really no good place to set the camera down. But yeah, I definitely want to move this camera because I don't think you can really see much with this much vegetation over here. So now that I have these three cameras, let's head into the house and check out what's on them.
Now, before I show you guys the trail cam footage, I wanted to take a minute to talk to you about today's video sponsor, 1440. With so much information out there, I often find it difficult to just get the facts and not opinions. And lately, one of my favorite morning news reads has been 1440. 1440 is your all-in-one source of impartial, quickly digestible news. With limited time to catch up on the most important news and information, the creators of 1440 set out to create a means of providing a view of the latest news, updates, and happenings in the world without the clickbait and spin that you get from a lot of other news sources, all while delivering high-quality articles in a digestible format. I like 1440 because I'm able to catch up on a day's worth of news in a few enjoyable minutes each morning. morning. I don't have to jump from website to website, scanning the difference between a news report versus an opinion piece, and I can just get the facts. And so that's really why I've become a fan of 1440. If you want to get informed without the nonsense, click the link in my description box and subscribe to 1440 for free. I really think you're going to like it. So as I check the game cameras, one of the first things I'm most struck with is just how much wild game still roams our property. You know, I saw so many turkeys wandering around the pasture there, especially the backside of the pasture by those apple trees. Yet, it's so funny, whenever I go out there during turkey season, they never seem to be around, but they've definitely been around lately. Definitely wandering the property for sure. The other thing that I saw plenty of is deer. You know, we've got so many deer wandering around, and that was good to see too. Another thing to note, you know, you're seeing it snowing here. The weather, you know, this was shot in May and June, and definitely in May, you can get snow one day, then green grass the next, so it's kind of variable. But yeah, there were plenty of deer wandering the property, and that was really exciting to see too. Sometimes I wonder though, were the deer that were wandering the property the same deer that were trapped inside my fence last year? I don't know if you guys remember this, but yeah, I had these 2 fawns that were actually trapped inside my fence. When we completed the fence, they actually got stuck inside and they couldn't quite figure out how to get out.
Go! 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 Other way!
So in order to deal with it, I had to actually cut a hole in the fence and eventually try to coax them to go outside that hole. So I do wonder if the deer wandering the pasture there, like that one that you see right here, is one of the same deer that was inside my pasture. You know, the other truth, and this is just to be really honest, 90% of the footage I gathered from the 3 cameras was basically just like this. Just grass rustling in the wind, especially the later month, like in June, when things really started to grow and take off. The sensitivity on the camera was probably set a little too high, and it went off just a little too quick, and there were a lot of shots of just grass rustling in the wind, which I guess is kind of a bummer. Yeah, the most exciting stuff that comes out is the stuff that comes out at night. You can see these coyotes wandering here. Just for a frame of reference too, that's about 3/4 of a mile from where the ducks and geese live. Got this raccoon wandering around here. Definitely an interesting little creature to be out at night. So about a week or 2 ago, I showed some of this footage here of this mystery creature in a YouTube short. And as I've analyzed it, I've come to the conclusion that it's not a woodchuck and it's not a beaver, but it's actually a porcupine. It's just really hard to see the quills. And then here is my favorite shot that I gathered over the course of this trail cam stint over the last 2 months. This is just an awesome shot. You got the mama bear, you got the cub, you got, I don't know, I guess it's steam or condensation somehow rising off the camera. Probably because it's cool, but you got rain falling. And then mama bear sort of forgot one other little cub out there, so there is a second cub wandering through, so that was pretty cool to see.
Come to me. I'm over here. Come on over. How are you guys doing? You guys are pretty darn adorable. So I think I would give myself, on a scale of 1 to 10, about a 4 for the quality of that game camera footage. It started off really strong, but then it got kind of crummy as the grass started to grow. I probably could have done a better job of adjusting the cameras. I was a little too laissez-faire with them. But all in all, it's kind of interesting to see. You know, I've said this in a lot of videos, but I really do see our farm as an ecosystem. And the more I can understand the animals and plants that we have around here, I think the better farmer I become. And so continuing to monitor things with a game camera, I think that becomes kind of important. All right, little ones, are you ready for your first swim? Hopefully you're not gonna get too scared by this. Okay, into the pool you go. Whoop. How about you next? Whoop. And then you. Boop. Yay, you're swimming. Splish splash time, guys. Oop, somebody already pooped in the water. Oh boy. Hey Allison, you want to see Gosling's first swim?
This is precisely the type of content that the internet needs.
All right, not too much longer. I don't want you guys to get too cold in your first time out.
Look at them. They love it.
Yeah, they are having fun.
Yeah, you want a snack? Oh, here. Oh, look at these cute, sweet little babies. I can dry them off on my blanket.
Yeah, probably should take them out and dry them off now.
Hey babies, come on baby-lings. I know no one wants to come out of the tub. Don't worry, all you's coming out. Yep. There you go. Okay, ooh, ooh. There we go. There we go. We dry you off. Dry you off.